I'm the International Media Manager for Deutsche Telekom, and the gross spending of the group across the globe is way over 1 billion euros per year, or dollars. The digital transformation of a company, I think, is a very long and arduous journey. It doesn't happen very quickly. I think for us as a telecommunication company, it is core to our business. It is not something that happens within the media department or within the brand and communications department. It is our business. If I think of our networks, for example, that are all becoming IP-based networks, that is digitization. But it also, of course, happens in the area that I'm involved with marketing, with brand, with communication and sales. So what is the definition? I think it is the digitization, which is a difficult word, of everything we do. My job is complex to describe because I think, as many people that are in the same position as me, it's changing constantly and it's not clearly defined. I would say traditionally my job was about managing the media of the countries. So Deutsche Telekom, as I mentioned, is present in many countries. And of course, we are one of the biggest advertisers, certainly within Europe. And managing that media, managing the budgets, is an important part of my job. But I think it has changed. I think as digitization is happening more and more, the traditional role of media is changing, and certainly my role is also changing. The impact of digital transformation on the media area, specifically on the advertising area, as we are a large global advertiser, is immense. I think it is happening slower than many people would have liked to see, but the way that it is driven by consumers in the first place, I think is very important. We see how people, our consumers, our customers, spend more and more time in the digital space, whether it's looking at videos online, whether it's spending time on social media. And we see that that is driving a lot of what is changing within the media environment as well. So that means we need to look at how we target people, how we communicate people, where we advertise, how we advertise. We have to change everything. Is it happening slowly? Maybe it is, but it's certainly happening. And that's why I think it is a transformation that will stay. I don't think it is a fly-by-night occurrence. I'm very proud of being involved and one of the drivers of our own digital blueprint. Now, the name might mean many things for many people, but it's really about creating an infrastructure, a technology infrastructure for data-driven marketing and sales. So I was part of conceptualizing this blueprint, and I'm very involved in the operationalizing of it as well. So putting it into implementation, not just in Germany. I think one of the main aspects of it is that we have all the contact possibilities with consumers, current and potential new consumers, in one place. So we know how to speak to them, we know where to speak to them, and when to speak to them. And we have all the data, past and current, of all the interactions that are happening with these customers. So I think the first step is really gathering the data, analyzing it, and we're not there yet, but then the next step would really be to implement it in terms of all the communication. So bringing CRM communication, sales communication, and brand marketing communication together under one roof. We are in the process of building a DMP, and our approach is very much what we call a hybrid approach. So we have some technology in-house, but we work with external partners as well. The difference is that we choose the partners. So in the past, the partners were maybe chosen by other parties like our agencies. And our approach is that we need to own the data. We need to have the ownership of the data and secure the data secrecy and the data privacy. And therefore, we need to control the vendors as well in the digital blueprint. My biggest achievement in 1 year would certainly be that we have the DMP up and running in our biggest European market in Germany, that it's working well, and that it serves as a case study for our other markets to follow. Too many silos, definitely. I can't crush it enough. I think that is probably the biggest challenge for big organizations, is the silo in working together and the silo in data. I think there's no magic formula. What we have found certainly is that you can't wait for organizational change. It's very easy to say, we'll wait till the organization changes, for example, bringing marketing and sales closer, bringing CRM closer as well. I think that won't happen, or won't happen quickly enough. So what we need to do is start talking to each other. We talk about cross-functional teams. We talk about data-driven marketing and sales. If that is the objective, if that is the goal, the best way that I found is to get teams within the country groups to sit around the table from the different departments and say, what does this mean for us and how are we going to make it happen? If I could just learn one skill overnight, it would be, I think I'd like to be a data scientist in my next life. They seem to have all the action at the moment. Being a nerd is now all of a sudden very cool, and I wouldn't mind being able to do what they can. My first wish is for the organization to work together better. I would say the internal cooperation and coordination, and just people really working together better. That's the first wish. The second wish, I think, is for people to be more open to learn, for people to be open to understand new concepts that they may be not so comfortable with yet, to understand, to be curious and to learn more, to be open to learning. And the third wish is that it could go quicker, so that we can have the digital transformation happening a lot quicker in our organization.